On my first day at work, I arrived at the office. I greeted my colleagues and felt a bit nervous. The manager came over and introduced themselves. They showed us around the office and explained the company's policies and procedures. It was a lot of information to take in, but I tried my best to listen and understand. The manager then assigned us our tasks for the day and I started working on them. It was a busy day, but I was happy to be a part of the team.
I attended a meeting with a potential client today. We talked about our services and how we could help them. The client seemed interested in what we had to offer. They asked for a proposal, so we will work on putting that together. Overall, the meeting went well and it was a productive discussion. I'm excited to see where this opportunity takes us.
During my lunch break, I went to the office cafeteria to join my coworkers. We all sat together and had a relaxed conversation. We talked about our days so far and shared our different experiences. It was nice to connect with my colleagues in a more casual setting. I enjoyed this opportunity to bond with them and learn more about their work.
After lunch, I had a task to reply to some emails. These emails were from clients asking questions or needing information. I made sure to answer all their inquiries. Additionally, I scheduled meetings with some of them to discuss their projects further. I also followed up on any tasks that were still pending. It was important to keep everyone updated and informed about the progress of their projects.
Yesterday, I had a busy day at work. I was working on a project with my team. We gathered together to come up with ideas. We shared our thoughts and suggestions to find the best solutions. After discussing, we divided the tasks among ourselves. Each person had a specific role to play. We set deadlines for each task to ensure progress. Throughout the day, we communicated and coordinated with each other. It was a great feeling to work together towards the project's success. We supported and helped each other whenever needed. By the end of the day, we accomplished a lot and made significant progress. It was a satisfying and fulfilling day of teamwork and collaboration.
Yesterday, I had a business day where I made a sales call. I contacted a potential customer to introduce our products. I explained the benefits of our products and how they could meet the customer's needs. During the call, I also addressed any concerns the customer had. The customer seemed interested in our products and asked for a quotation. It was a productive conversation and I felt hopeful about securing this customer's business.
Yesterday, I had a negotiation with a vendor. The purpose was to get better pricing for the supplies we needed. I had to communicate effectively and use my persuasion skills. The goal was to find terms that would benefit both parties. I explained our requirements and the vendor listened attentively. I presented compelling reasons why we deserved a better deal. We discussed different options and came to an agreement. In the end, we reached a mutually beneficial solution that satisfied both of us. It was a successful negotiation that saved my company money.
Yesterday, our department had a meeting to discuss our ongoing projects. We gathered together to talk about our work and sort out any problems. We brainstormed ideas and worked on finding solutions. We also decided how to allocate our resources effectively. In addition, we set priorities for the upcoming week. It was a productive meeting where we made progress and ensured everyone was on the same page.
Last week, I went on a business trip to another city. The purpose was to meet with clients and talk about our services. I had to travel by plane to get there. When I arrived, I attended several meetings with different companies. In the meetings, I talked about our services and explained how we could help them. It was a great opportunity to showcase our company and build new connections. I also had to give a presentation to a large group of people. I felt a little nervous, but it went well and they seemed interested in what I had to say. Overall, the trip was successful and it helped us expand our business network.
Yesterday, I faced a problem at work. It was important to find a solution quickly. First, I assessed the situation and tried to understand the problem deeply. Then, I had a meeting with my colleagues to discuss possible solutions. We shared ideas and thought about the best approach. After careful consideration, we decided on a plan of action. We implemented the solution together and it turned out to be successful. It was a great feeling to overcome the problem and work effectively as a team.
Yesterday, I had my quarterly performance review at work. I sat down with my manager to go over how I had been doing in my job. We talked about the things I had accomplished and the areas where I could improve. We also set some goals for the next 3 months. This review was really important because it gave me a chance to grow and develop professionally.
I had the opportunity to work with the marketing team on a new campaign. We carefully planned and executed the campaign together. Our main goal was to increase brand awareness. To achieve this, we developed various strategies. We created engaging content for our target audience. We also closely monitored the success of our campaign by tracking its performance. In the end, our efforts paid off as we saw a significant increase in brand awareness.
Yesterday, I had a virtual meeting with colleagues from around the world. We talked about market trends and shared our best practices. We also looked for ways to work together. It was interesting to hear different perspectives and ideas. We discussed how to improve our products and services. It was a productive meeting where we learned a lot from each other. I enjoyed being a part of this international exchange.
I am excited to share that our team accomplished our sales target for the month. It was a great achievement for all of us. We worked hard and put in a lot of effort to make it happen. When the news came in, everyone was filled with joy and satisfaction. We gathered together to celebrate our success. The management even recognized our accomplishment and praised our team for a job well done. It was truly a moment of pride and happiness for all of us. We are motivated to continue working hard and achieving more targets in the future.
Yesterday, I received a customer service call. The caller was a dissatisfied client. I listened to their concerns patiently. I empathized with them and understood their frustration. I assured them that I would find a solution to their problem. After some discussion, I offered them a resolution. They seemed satisfied with the solution. The conversation ended on a positive note.
I conducted a financial analysis to evaluate our company's performance. I reviewed balance sheets, income statements, and made recommendations for improvement. I carefully examined the numbers and compared them to previous years. I noticed a decrease in profit margins and identified areas where costs could be reduced. I presented my findings to the management team and suggested implementing cost-cutting measures. They appreciated my analysis and agreed to implement the recommended changes. I felt satisfied with my work as I knew it would benefit the company in the long run.
Yesterday, I participated in a project evaluation. We reviewed a project that had already finished. Our goal was to assess how successful it was and determine areas that could be improved. We wanted to learn lessons that could be applied to future projects. We carefully examined the project from start to finish, looking at all the details. We analyzed the goals, strategies, and results. We discussed what went well and what didn't go as planned. We also identified any challenges or obstacles we faced along the way. Our team took thorough notes and documented everything. This evaluation will help us make better decisions and improve our future projects.
Yesterday at work, our company made an important announcement. They said that we were going to have a restructuring. This means they want to make our company more efficient. It was a big deal because it will affect everyone. We had to attend meetings to talk about the changes. They told us about the plans for the restructuring. They also explained how the transition will happen. The goal is to make everything go smoothly.
I had the opportunity to conduct a product demonstration. I showed the potential customer how the product works and explained its features and benefits. The customer seemed interested and asked a lot of questions. I made sure to answer all of their questions and address any concerns they had. The demonstration went really well, and the customer seemed impressed with the product. They thanked me for the detailed explanation and said they would consider purchasing it. I felt proud of my presentation skills and satisfied with the outcome of the demonstration.
Yesterday, my marketing team had a meeting to plan our strategies for the next quarter. We gathered together and shared our thoughts, coming up with new ideas. We also studied the current market trends to understand what our customers want. After some discussion, we set clear goals for our upcoming campaigns. It was a productive meeting, and I'm excited to see the results of our efforts.
I was in charge of a social media campaign for my business. My goal was to make more people aware of our brand. So I created different types of content to post on social media platforms. I made sure to check how engaged our audience was with our posts. I also analyzed the impact of the campaign to see if it was successful.
Yesterday, I attended a kickoff meeting for a new project. We gathered as a team to discuss our goals and objectives. During the meeting, we assigned specific tasks and responsibilities to each team member. We also established a timeline for the project, outlining important milestones and deadlines. This kickoff meeting was an essential step in ensuring the success of our project.
I was part of a decision-making process for a new business strategy. We examined data, talked about other options, and ultimately made a choice. There was a lot of data to review and analyze. We looked at sales figures, customer feedback, and market trends. After studying the information, we had a meeting to discuss our findings. Different ideas were presented, and we debated their pros and cons. Everyone had a chance to voice their opinions and concerns. Ultimately, we had to consider what would be best for the company. After much deliberation, we made a decision based on the data and input from the team. It was important for us to make an informed choice. Now, we are implementing the new strategy and monitoring the results.
Yesterday, my team faced a crisis at work. We were able to handle it well thanks to our contingency plans. We acted quickly and efficiently. Communication played a crucial role in managing the situation. We kept everyone informed and updated on the progress. By doing this, we were able to minimize the impact on our business. It was a challenging day, but we remained calm and focused. Overall, our crisis management skills were put to the test and we passed with flying colors.
Recently, something great happened at work. I was recognized for my exceptional performance. The company noticed all my hard work and decided to reward me for it. They gave me a bonus as a way to show their appreciation. It made me feel proud of myself and motivated to keep working hard. I am grateful to have received this recognition from the company. It was a wonderful day at the office.
Today was a big day for my team. We finally closed a long-term project that we have been working on for months. It was a challenging project, but we managed to overcome all the obstacles and reach our goals. After we finished the project, we took some time to evaluate the outcomes. We looked at what went well and what could have been improved. It was a valuable exercise that helped us learn important lessons for future projects. Once we finished the evaluation, we gathered together to celebrate our success. It was a great feeling to see all our hard work paying off. We congratulated each other and acknowledged the contributions of everyone on the team. It was a proud moment for all of us. This experience taught me the importance of perseverance and teamwork. I am grateful to be part of such a dedicated and talented group of individuals.
I recently took part in a continuous improvement initiative at work. Our team wanted to make our processes better. First, we identified areas that needed improvement. Next, we made changes to those areas. We implemented new methods and strategies. After that, we closely monitored the impact of these changes on our efficiency. It was important to measure the results. Overall, the initiative helped us to identify and address issues in our workflow.
I had a great day at work. A customer gave me positive feedback. They were very happy with our service and product quality. The customer expressed their appreciation for our exceptional service. It made me feel good to know we made them happy. They said they would recommend us to others. It was nice to know we are doing a good job.
I attended an innovation workshop to boost creativity. We brainstormed ideas and challenged traditional thinking. We focused on developing fresh and innovative solutions for various problems. The workshop aimed to inspire us to think outside the box and come up with new approaches. We engaged in group discussions and shared our insights with each other. Through the workshop, we learned different techniques to enhance our creative thinking skills. Overall, it was a productive day where we explored new ways of problem solving.
Yesterday, I spent the day analyzing performance metrics for our business. I wanted to evaluate how effective our strategies were. First, I reviewed the key performance indicators. Then, I identified several areas that could be improved. Finally, I made decisions based on the data I gathered. It was a productive day of analyzing and making data-driven decisions for our business.
Yesterday, I went to an industry conference. It was important for me to know the latest trends and advancements. During the conference, I met a lot of industry experts. They were very knowledgeable and experienced. I attended many sessions to learn more about my field. The speakers gave informative presentations and shared valuable insights. I took notes and asked questions to deepen my understanding. Besides learning, I also wanted to expand my professional network. I talked to many people during the breaks and exchanged business cards. It was a great opportunity to meet like-minded professionals and make new connections. Overall, the conference was a valuable experience for me to stay updated and build my network.
I recently had my annual performance appraisal with my supervisor. During the meeting, we talked about my accomplishments over the past year. We also discussed my strengths and areas where I could improve. My supervisor and I set goals for the upcoming year to help me grow professionally. Overall, it was a productive discussion and I feel motivated to work towards achieving my goals.
One day at work, our team had a task to redesign our product packaging. We all gathered together and began brainstorming ideas. We wanted the packaging to be more appealing and eye-catching for our customers. After several discussions, we came up with several concepts and started creating prototypes. Each member of the team had their own role in the process. Once the prototypes were ready, we decided to conduct consumer testing to gather feedback. We wanted to know what customers thought about the new designs. We received valuable input and made some adjustments based on the feedback. Overall, The process of redesigning the packaging was challenging but exciting. We all worked hard and collaborated effectively to achieve our goal.
I recently had a productive day at work where I focused on optimizing our business processes. First, I identified inefficiencies in our workflows that were causing delays. Then, I streamlined these processes to make them more efficient. By removing bottlenecks and unnecessary steps, we were able to save time and resources. This improvement in our processes resulted in increased productivity throughout the day. Overall, it was a successful day of business process optimization.
Yesterday, I worked on a project with colleagues from different departments. We all had different roles, but we were working together towards a common goal. We shared our resources, such as materials and expertise, to ensure the project's success. We also made sure to communicate and coordinate effectively to avoid any misunderstandings. By leveraging our diverse skills and knowledge, we were able to achieve the desired outcome. It was a great example of cross-functional collaboration in the workplace.
Today, at work, I took care of our brand's online reputation. I kept an eye on social media to see what people were saying. I responded to customer feedback, both good and bad. I made sure to address any negative comments. I also came up with strategies to handle any negative sentiment. It was important to me that our brand had a good reputation online.
I worked on optimizing our supply chain processes to cut costs and enhance efficiency. First, we assessed our supplier contracts to ensure they were favorable. Then, we examined different sourcing options beyond our current suppliers. Additionally, we implemented more efficient inventory management practices. Through these improvements, we aimed to streamline our operations and maximize productivity.
Yesterday, our company conducted an employee satisfaction survey. It aimed to measure our overall job satisfaction. We were asked to provide feedback on different aspects of the workplace. The survey was an opportunity for us to share our thoughts and opinions. It will help the company improve our overall employee experience. I completed the survey honestly and included suggestions for areas that could be enhanced. I am glad that the company values our feedback and is actively working towards our satisfaction.
My company recently implemented an employee incentive program. Its purpose is to encourage and reward outstanding work. The program consists of bonuses, promotions, and recognition for those who excel in their roles. The goal is to motivate employees and foster a sense of appreciation for their hard work. This program aims to create a positive work environment and increase employee satisfaction.
I conducted a data security audit for my business. The goal was to assess vulnerabilities and implement necessary measures. We reviewed security protocols and made sure they were up to date. I also educated all employees on best practices for data security. We wanted to ensure that sensitive information was protected at all times.
Yesterday, our company had an exciting collaboration with an industry expert. We joined forces to work on a special project together. We had the chance to share our knowledge and resources with each other. This collaboration allowed us to come up with innovative solutions for our customers. It was a productive day filled with teamwork and creativity.
Today, I attended a business meeting. We discussed upcoming projects and strategies. We also talked about budgets and timelines. It was a productive meeting where everyone shared their ideas. We analyzed the feasibility of the projects. We considered all the costs and resources needed. We made a timeline for each project to ensure smooth progress. We discussed the potential risks and how to address them. We also talked about the goals we want to achieve. Everyone participated actively and contributed valuable insights. We ended the meeting with a clear understanding of the tasks ahead. It was a successful meeting that will help us move forward in our business endeavors.
Today, I spent the morning preparing a presentation for a client. I gathered data and created visual aids. I wanted to make sure the presentation was clear and professional. I collected all the necessary information and organized it in a logical way. Then, I created slides with graphs and charts to illustrate my points. I double-checked everything to make sure there were no mistakes. Finally, I practiced my presentation to make sure I was well prepared. Overall, I spent a lot of time and effort to ensure that my presentation would be successful.
Today during my lunch break, I went to a cafe close to the office with my colleagues. We had a quick lunch together and talked about our work and the upcoming projects we have. It was nice to take a break from work and have some time to relax and chat with my coworkers. We discussed our tasks and shared ideas for the projects we are working on. It was a productive and enjoyable lunch break, and it helped us to stay connected as a team.
Today, I had a client call to talk about our project progress. We had a conference call to update them and answer their questions. We wanted to address any concerns they had. It was an important call for our business. We discussed the work we have done so far. We also talked about the timeline and deadlines. The client asks about the budget and we explained it to them. We had a good conversation and were able to clear up any misunderstandings. I took notes during the call to keep track of everything discussed. We ended the call on a positive note and agreed to follow up next week. It was a productive and successful meeting.
Today, I spent the afternoon responding to emails. I received messages from clients and colleagues. I had to clarify project details and provide updates. I spent a lot of time typing and reading emails. I made sure to reply to each message promptly. Some emails were short and simple, while others required more detailed explanations. It was a busy afternoon, but I managed to stay organized and efficient. By the end of the day, I felt accomplished for completing all of my email tasks.
I recently went on a business trip to another city. It was exciting to explore new opportunities. I attended meetings with clients to discuss potential business ventures. We discussed our ideas and plans for the future. It was a great chance to present our proposals and gain valuable feedback. Throughout the day, I visited various offices and met different people. It was interesting to see how other businesses operate. I learned a lot from observing their strategies and tactics. Overall, the trip was productive and gave me a fresh perspective on our business.
I wake up early and start my day with a good breakfast. Then, I check my emails to see if there are any urgent messages. I prioritize my tasks based on their importance and urgency. I create a to-do list and set specific deadlines for each task. I use a calendar to keep track of my schedule and appointments. Throughout the day, I stay focused and avoid distractions. I take short breaks to refresh my mind and prevent burnout. I make sure to allocate enough time for each task and work efficiently. At the end of the day, I review my progress and reflect on what I have accomplished. I make adjustments to my schedule if needed and plan for the next day. Time management has helped me stay organized and meet my deadlines successfully.
Today, I evaluated the progress of a project. I looked at how it was going and found areas where it could be better. Then, I made changes to improve it. I wanted to make sure everything was going well and that we were on track. It was important to me that the project was successful. I looked at different aspects of the project and analyzed them. From there, I made a plan for what needed to be changed. After implementing the changes, I felt more confident about the project's future. Overall, it was a productive day focused on improving our project.
Today, I needed to send an important email to a client. They had some concerns, so I had to address them properly. First, I introduced myself and thanked them for their email. Then I acknowledged their concerns and reassured them. I provided detailed and clear explanations for each concern. I also offered possible solutions to their problems. I made sure to use professional language and tone in my email. Finally, I ended the email by expressing my willingness to help.
Yesterday, at work, I analyzed sales data to find patterns and trends. This helped my team make smarter business decisions. I looked at the numbers and charts, trying to understand the information. It was a lot of data to go through, but I stayed focused. I noticed that certain products were selling more than others. This gave us a better understanding of what our customers wanted. We discussed the findings in a meeting and brainstormed ideas for improvement. It was interesting to see how the data could guide our decisions. By the end of the day, we were excited to implement our new strategies based on the analysis.
Yesterday, I worked with the marketing team to create a new marketing strategy. Our goal was to reach a specific audience. We brainstormed ideas and discussed different approaches. We researched the preferences and interests of our target audience. After analyzing the data, we decided to use social media platforms to promote our product. We created engaging content and scheduled posts for the upcoming week. Our strategy also involved collaborating with influencers to increase brand awareness. We set specific goals and created a timeline to track our progress. Overall, it was a productive day as we worked together to develop an effective marketing plan.
I reviewed customer feedback and testimonials today. I wanted to understand their needs and improve the customer experience. The feedback was helpful in identifying areas for improvement. I found that some customers had issues with our website's navigation. They mentioned difficulty in finding specific products. In addition, a few customers mentioned long wait times for customer service. This feedback is valuable in addressing these issues. I will work on improving the website's navigation to make it more user-friendly. I will also look into ways to reduce wait times for customer service. Overall, this feedback will help us enhance the customer experience and meet their needs better.
Yesterday, I had an important meeting with some suppliers. We talked about getting the best deals on materials for our business. I negotiated with them to make sure we could save money. It was crucial to find cost-effective options for our company. We discussed prices, quantities, and delivery times. I asked them for discounts and tried to get the best possible prices. After some back and forth, we were able to reach a good agreement. I made sure to thank them for their time and for considering our needs. It was a successful negotiation that will benefit our business in the long run.
One day at work, I was responsible for inventory management. I needed to make sure we didn't run out of stock but also avoid having too much inventory. I monitored the levels and kept track of what we had. Whenever an item was low, I would order more so we didn't run out. If we had too much of something, I would find ways to sell it or reduce the quantity. It was important to have the right balance to save money and meet customer demands. I kept a close eye on the inventory levels throughout the day and made adjustments as needed. It was a challenging task, but it helped our business run smoothly.
I recently attended a project kickoff meeting. During the meeting, team members were introduced to each other. The purpose of the meeting was to discuss the project goals and assign tasks. The meeting began with a brief overview of the project. We talked about the objectives we wanted to achieve. Then, the team leader assigned individual tasks to each member. We were given deadlines to complete our tasks. Throughout the meeting, we had the opportunity to ask questions and clarify any doubts. It was a productive session that helped us get started on the project.
Yesterday, I had an important meeting with stakeholders. We discussed the progress of our project and addressed any concerns they had. It was a great opportunity for us to hear their input and gather their ideas. We had a productive discussion and everyone seemed satisfied with the updates we provided. Overall, the meeting went well and I believe it was beneficial for all parties involved.
I had a performance review with my supervisor today. I sat down with them to discuss my work and receive feedback. They pointed out areas where I did well and areas where I could improve. We talked about setting new goals for the future. They gave me advice on how to achieve those goals and offered support. Overall, it was a productive meeting and I feel motivated to work towards my new objectives.
Today, I used a time tracking tool to monitor my working hours. The tool helps me keep track of the time I spend on different tasks. It ensures that I work efficiently and stay focused. This tool also helps me bill my clients accurately. I started the tool at the beginning of my workday and stopped it when I finished. It recorded the exact time I worked. I find this tool very useful as it helps me stay organized and manage my time effectively. It also gives me a clear picture of how productive I am throughout the day. Overall, using a time tracking tool has been a valuable addition to my work routine.
Today, I worked with the product development team. We collaborated on creating prototypes and testing new product ideas. We had a meeting to discuss the project and share our ideas. Each team member had a specific role and responsibility. We used various tools and techniques to develop the prototypes. We conducted tests on the prototypes to gather feedback and make improvements. It was an exciting and challenging day, as we worked together to bring new ideas to life.
Yesterday, I worked in customer service. I answered phone calls and emails from customers. People had questions and problems, and I helped them. I listened carefully to their concerns and tried to find solutions. I made sure to respond quickly, so customers didn't have to wait long. It was important to make them happy. Some customers were frustrated, but I stayed calm and polite. I apologized when things went wrong and did my best to fix the situation. By the end of the day, many customers thanked me for my help. I felt satisfied knowing I had resolved their issues and made their day a little better.
Yesterday, I explored opportunities to expand our business into new markets. I conducted research and analyzed potential risks. I looked at different market trends and identified areas with high growth potential. I also examined our competition to understand their strategies and market positioning. After gathering all the information, I presented my findings to my team. We discussed the risks involved and the possible benefits of expanding into these new markets. We decided to further explore a few selected markets and develop a detailed plan of action. Everyone was excited about the potential growth and the opportunities that awaited us.
Yesterday, I worked on a social media marketing strategy. I wanted to increase our brand visibility and interact with our customers. I developed a plan and implemented it on various social media platforms. I created engaging content and posted it regularly. I also responded to customer comments and messages promptly. I monitored the performance of our posts and made adjustments as needed. Overall, it was a productive day focused on growing our online presence.
Today was a busy day at work. I needed to communicate with our suppliers. I called them and asked about our orders. They were very helpful and provided updates. I also thanked them for their previous deliveries. After the calls, I sent them emails to confirm the details. The suppliers responded quickly and confirmed everything. It was great to have such positive relationships with them. I know that their timely deliveries are crucial for our business. I'm glad I could maintain these relationships and ensure the quality of our products.
Today, I had to do a financial analysis for a project. I needed to assess its profitability and performance. I collected data on expenses and revenue. Then, I analyzed the numbers to see if the project was making money. I looked at the profit margin and return on investment. It was important to see if the project was worth continuing. The analysis showed that the project was profitable, but there were areas for improvement. I presented my findings to my team and they agreed to make some changes. Overall, the financial analysis was a useful tool to evaluate the project's success.
Yesterday, I explored opportunities for business expansion. I talked to experts and researched new markets. I learned about the potential for opening new branches. I analyzed the competition and calculated the risks. I also studied consumer trends and demand in different regions. I made a list of potential locations for expansion. I discussed my findings with my team and we decided to focus on one particular market. We created a detailed plan and set goals for the expansion. I feel excited about the possibilities and confident in our decision.
One day at work, we had a meeting about quality control. We discussed how important it is to meet customer expectations. As a team, we decided to implement robust quality control measures. Our goal is to ensure that our products and services are of the highest quality. We talked about the different steps we need to take to achieve this. We will start by closely monitoring the production process. This will help us identify any potential issues or defects early on. We also discussed the importance of regular inspections and testing. By doing this, we can catch any problems before the products or services reach our customers. Additionally, we agreed to create a feedback system. This way, customers can easily provide us with their opinions and suggestions. We believe that by implementing these measures, we can improve our overall quality. We are excited to see the positive impact it will have on our business.
I had a busy day at work today. We worked on developing a business plan for our company. The plan was detailed and outlined our goals and strategies. We also included financial projections for the future. It was important to have a comprehensive plan to guide our business decisions. We spent a lot of time analyzing data and market trends to ensure our plan was well informed. It was a challenging task, but I learned a lot about the importance of planning in business. I'm proud of the effort we put into creating a solid roadmap for our company's success.
Yesterday, I managed a project from start to finish. I made sure everything went as planned. I followed the timeline and kept the project within its scope. I oversaw the planning and execution of each task. I monitored the progress and made adjustments when needed. I made sure that the project was completed on time. It was a challenging but fulfilling experience.
Yesterday, I helped launch a new marketing campaign at work. We wanted to promote our product or service to increase sales. We used different strategies like social media ads and email marketing. The goal was to reach a wider audience and increase brand awareness. We monitored the campaign's effectiveness through analytics. We looked at data to see how many people clicked on our ads or opened our emails. This information helped us make improvements to our campaign. It was a busy day, but I enjoyed being part of this project.
Yesterday, I had a day of business focused on cost reduction. I explored ways to reduce costs without compromising quality. One strategy was renegotiating contracts with suppliers to get better prices. Another strategy was optimizing processes to increase efficiency. We identified areas where we could streamline operations and eliminate unnecessary steps. By doing this, we were able to save money and make our business more competitive. It was a productive day, and I learned a lot about managing costs in business.
Yesterday, at work, I had a meeting about business innovation. The goal was to encourage a culture of innovation within our organization. We talked about how to promote creative ideas and support their implementation. We discussed different methods and strategies to foster innovation. It was interesting to hear everyone's ideas and opinions. The meeting lasted for about an hour. Afterward, we were all assigned tasks related to innovation. I was excited to be a part of this initiative and to contribute my own ideas. Overall, it was a productive day focused on promoting innovation in our business.
Yesterday, I was at work and my boss asked me to work on customer retention. We needed to implement strategies to keep customers coming back. I suggested creating a loyalty program where customers can earn points for their purchases. My boss liked the idea and asked me to research how to set it up. I found a software that can help us track customer points and rewards. I presented this to my boss and he approved it. We also decided to send personalized offers to our loyal customers. I created a list of customers who frequently shop with us and started designing the offers. We sent them out via email and within a few hours, we started receiving positive feedback. It was exciting to see our customers happy with the personalized offers. I think this will really help us build long-term relationships with our customers.
Today, I had an important meeting at work. We discussed ways to minimize risks for our business. We came up with strategies to protect ourselves from unexpected events. The goal was to reduce potential risks and keep our company safe. It was a productive and informative discussion. We analyzed different scenarios and brainstormed ideas. Everyone contributed their thoughts and suggestions. By the end, we had some effective strategies in place. I felt confident that we were taking the necessary steps to protect our business. Overall, it was a successful day of work.
Yesterday, I worked on sales forecasting for my business. I needed to estimate future demand for our products. This would help me make informed decisions about our inventory and production. I used data from previous sales and analyzed market trends. It was important to be accurate with my forecast to avoid overstocking or running out of stock. I spent the day crunching numbers and creating charts to visualize the data. It was a challenging task, but I was determined to do it right. Finally, I came up with a sales forecast that I was confident in. This would guide our business decisions in the upcoming months.
In my job, I analyze supply and demand trends. One day, I studied the market to optimize pricing and stock management. I looked at data and graphs to understand the trends. I noticed that the demand for a certain product was increasing. I recommended increasing the price to increase profits. I also saw that the supply for another product was high. I suggested lowering the price to sell more units. My analysis helped the company make better decisions. They implemented my suggestions and saw positive results. It was a successful day of analyzing supply and demand.
Yesterday, I used business analytics tools to analyze data. It helped me gain insights and make data-driven decisions. I inputted the data into the tool and it generated visualizations. The visualizations helped me understand the data better. I noticed trends and patterns in the data. It was interesting to see how different variables were related. The tool also allowed me to compare different data sets. This helped me identify correlations and make informed decisions. I used the insights to create a presentation for my team. They found it helpful and it sparked a discussion. Overall, using business analytics tools was a valuable experience. It enabled me to make informed decisions based on objective data.
I participated in a leadership development program to enhance my skills. The program aimed to inspire me and my team. At the program, I learned various leadership techniques and strategies. We discussed effective communication and problem solving. We also studied different leadership styles and their impact. The program included interactive activities and group discussions. We shared our experiences and learned from each other. The program helped me understand the importance of leading by example. I gained valuable insights on motivating and empowering my team. Overall, the leadership development program was a great learning experience.
I worked at a company that wanted to attract investors. They asked me to conduct a business valuation. I assessed the financial worth of the organization. I looked at the company's assets, liabilities, and profits. I also considered market trends and competition. After gathering all the necessary information, I calculated the value of the business. This valuation would help the company attract potential investors. It would show them how much the business is worth and the potential returns they could expect. The process was intensive, requiring a lot of research and analysis. But I was able to complete the valuation and present my findings to the company's management.
Today, I planned and executed an advertising campaign. I used various channels to increase brand awareness. I created catchy ads and placed them strategically on different platforms. I also utilized social media platforms to reach a wider audience. I monitored the campaign closely and made necessary adjustments along the way. The campaign was successful in generating more visibility for the brand. The increased brand awareness will help attract new customers and boost sales. Overall, it was a productive day focused on promoting the business.
I organized a product launch event to introduce a new product to the market and generate buzz. We prepared a professional presentation with visuals and demos. The event took place in a spacious venue with a stage and seating for attendees. We invited industry professionals, potential customers, and media representatives. The event started with a welcome speech, followed by a detailed product presentation. We showcased the product's features, benefits, and potential applications. After the presentation, there was a Q&A session where attendees could ask questions. We also provided product samples for attendees to try. Throughout the event, we encouraged attendees to network and exchange contact information. The event was a success, as it created excitement and generated interest in our new product.
Yesterday, I worked on inventory optimization. I analyzed inventory data to find better stocking levels. This would help reduce storage costs and minimize stock-outs. I reviewed the inventory reports and identified items that had excessive stock. I made adjustments to order quantities based on the sales data. I also looked for items that were frequently out of stock and adjusted their reorder levels. This would ensure that we always had enough stock on hand. I created a new inventory management system to track stock levels and reorder points. I worked closely with the purchasing team to implement these changes. By the end of the day, we had a more efficient inventory system in place.
Yesterday, I had an important meeting at work. We discussed our exit strategy for the business. We developed a plan to outline the steps for leaving the company or transitioning ownership. We analyzed different options and considered the long-term goals of the business. We discussed the financial implications and created a timeline for the transition. It was a productive meeting, and we made some solid decisions. Everyone agreed on the plan, and we are moving forward with implementing it.
I reviewed and optimized the supply chain process to reduce costs and improve efficiency. I analyzed the current system and identified areas for improvement. I created a plan to streamline operations and minimize delays. I implemented new software to track inventory and manage orders more effectively. I also collaborated with suppliers to negotiate better prices and delivery times. As a result, we saw a significant reduction in expenses and improved customer satisfaction. The supply chain now operates smoothly, ensuring timely delivery of products to our customers.